Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and today I'll be doing an unboxing of the Motorola Moto G7 Optimo for Straight Talk Wireless. Let's get it started. Okay, so the Moto G7 Optimo is a newly released device for Straight Talk. You can also get it for Total Wireless, and you can buy this phone at Walmart for $139.99. Now, to the best of my knowledge, this is the equivalent to the Moto G7 Play. So let's just go ahead and get in here and see what this phone's all about. Let's go ahead and open the flap up here. And there is some specs: up to 40 hours of battery, 13 megapixel fast focusing camera, 8 megapixel front facing camera, a fast performance octa-core processor, a 5.7-inch Max Vision HD Plus display. And down below here is some more specs: Android 9 Pie out of the box, Wi-Fi capable, Bluetooth 4.2, has 32 gigabytes of internal storage with expandable storage up to 512 gigs, fast focus and 13 megapixel camera, fingerprint reader, a 1.8 gigahertz octa-core processor. So let's go ahead and open this box up and just see what this phone's all about. So let's go ahead and do this here. All right, there we go. Let's pull the top off of here, take the phone out and put it to the side and see what just comes in the box. So we got your Straight Talk stuff here, Moto G7 Optimo, safety guide, and all this kind of terms and conditions stuff here. Now, this does not come with a turbocharger. It is just a regular standard charger, I do believe. You also have USB Type-C, so really nice to see that there as well as your SIM ejection tool right here. And of course, in the back of here is all of your IMEI information and stuff of that nature. So yeah, let's go ahead and put all this away and we'll look at the phone. Okay, so the phone is now in hand, and my first impressions of it so far is that the phone feels very light in the hand, and also the phone feels very small. Compared to some other phones I've been using here lately, this phone just feels small. Now, looking at the back of it here, it has that texture. Oh, just that annoying sounding texture. Now, I have nothing against plastic backs on phones at all. More durable, you can drop them and they don't seem to break nowhere near as easy as a glass back or whatever. But it just has that look that looks about 10 years old. I pulled it out of the box and this is how it looked. You can see it in the light there how it looks. It just looks cheap. Now, just because I see it looks cheap does not mean that it is. It's just the way it looks and the way it feels. Anyway, got your rear camera with your flash, Motorola logo there with fingerprint scanner, and your track phone logo right there as well. Got your power button here as well as your volume rocker. On top is your 3.5mm headset jack with a secondary microphone. On the left of the device here is where your SD and SIM card goes right there. On the bottom is your USB Type-C charging port as well as your microphone. On the front is your loudspeaker up here with, it looks like a flash, and your front facing camera. Let's go ahead and peel off that right there, and we'll go ahead and boot this phone up. So got Motorola there, powered by Android. Got that notch up there. Has a pretty good sized notch, to be honest. Really nice strong vibration motor that I just felt in this phone. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get it all set up and I'll come back when it's finished. Okay, so the phone is all set up and ready to go. Let's go ahead and turn the phone around here and you will see your battery, your clock, month, date, all that kind of cool stuff that pops up there on the back of the fingerprint scanner. Let's go ahead and try that out. And really fast, quick, yeah, very responsive, works every single time that I press it. And honestly, looking at the phone here, the screen looks really nice. The HD Plus display, looking at it up close here, you really couldn't tell it's only 720p. It looks really nice and very clear. And the phone feels, generally snappy. It does. It's got that 1.8 gigahertz octa-core processor. I'll get into more of the processor and all that kind of stuff in a later video. But this phone does have, I believe, 3 gigabytes of RAM with 32 gigabytes of storage. And the notch on this phone here is, it's pretty good size. You've got the camera, the receiver, plus loudspeaker, and your flash up there. Let's go ahead and pull your drop down and get your usual toggles here, like your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb. Let's turn the brightness down just a little bit here. Got your flashlight, auto rotate and stuff like that. Cast your screen, software update and all that kind of good stuff. Let's go to the settings here for a moment and browse around. Got your network and internet. For your Wi-Fi, data usage, hotspot, advanced for your VPN, private DNS, stuff like that. Connected devices here for your Bluetooth. Battery, got your battery saver, on or off, adaptive battery, battery percentage, last full charge and screen usage and all that kind of cool stuff there. Display, got your brightness level, night light, adaptive brightness, wallpaper, sleep, auto rotate screen, color, saturated, natural or boosted, whichever you prefer to use, and so forth and so on. Now, like I said, 32 gigabytes of storage, 9.14 gigabytes has been used, leaving you with 22.86 gigabytes free, but you can add an SD card over here via SD card slot. Security and location, you have your screen lock, you have your lock screen preferences, you got fingerprint, face unlock, and smart lock. Now, face unlock has not been set up yet, but I will test that out at a later time. Moto experiences here, so you got your Moto actions here. Enter a bunch of them. Look to unlock, media control, screenshot editor, 3-finger screenshot, 1-button navigation, fast flashlight, swipe to shrink, pick up to silence, and flip for do not disturb. And Moto display is peak display and attentive display there, on or off, whichever you prefer. Account accessibility, all your stuff there for accessibility that you need. And down here at system and advanced, you can see this phone does run Android 9 Pie. So yeah, got your gestures here as well for swipe, fingerprint notifications, jump to camera, and prevent ringing for vibrate and stuff like that. So there's just a brief overlook there of the Moto G7 Optimo. Let's look at the camera for just a brief moment here. And right away, we've got your portrait mode, spot color, panorama, slow motion, time lapse, and you can go straight to YouTube Live on this device. Now swipe this way here, got your photo and your video mode there as well. Let's go ahead and swipe on over here and go into the settings. And okay, rear camera, 13 megapixels. Video size, you record in 4K, 30 frames per second, 1080 at 60 frames and 30 frames, and 720 and 30 frames per second. Now the selfie camera is an 8 megapixel camera. Video size, full 1080, 30 frames, and 720p at 30 frames per second. Selfie photo mirror, all that kind of good stuff there. Shutter sounds, watermark, leveler, all that kind of cool stuff there. Let's take just a brief picture here. Take this Moto box right here. Okay, pretty quick. And looking here at the picture, it looks pretty clear. But yeah, Moto G7 Optimo, $139.99. Do you think it's worth that price point? Basically, it's the Moto G7 Play, you know, for straight talk, Moto G7 Optimo. So let me know in the comment section below what y'all think of this phone. If it was helpful and informative any at all, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and share this video out. I would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.